Well, hello everybody. In today's video, we'll be taking a tribe from the Paleolithic to the Neolithic period. You can actually go all the way to Bronze and Iron Age too. This is Humanica, a game where you start with nothing but a small tribe and turn it into a small settlement and eventually a small city. So let's get into it. In the beginning of the game, you want to be really careful that you get the best plot of land you can. We have a good chunk of stone, a bunch of wood, sticks on the beach, clay over here, some water. This looks great. So we're going to place down our main camp. I'm going to set it right about here. Their town hall. Now these people are insane looking. I like them already. This is Christopher. Okay. They got great names. I'm going to take this gent right here and I'm going to name him Bravery. Bravery is a friend of mine. You're in the game. This is what you look like now. So we're going to get them to task. So what we need to do is start gathering base materials. So material gathering is where we're at. Okay, we can't cut anything down yet. Can't do any ore extraction. We don't have the tools, the technology. So we're gonna get some sticks there. We can get sticks from the trees. We're gonna get some stones from back here. Now we have enough leather to make a few homes, but we're gonna get them to work on those things. Here they go, off to the races. Yes. I don't know where they're putting those sticks. I have to imagine it's a stick-like backpack thing. Okay, she's holding them. That's pretty sweet. There's some actually pretty good animation in the game. So once they gather all that jazz, they're going to bring it. And what we need now is a storage. So we're just going to place down storage area, and that does cost sticks. And you can see here, we can set the direction. So I'm going to set an area that's kind of like this. There we go. Right now they have a place to put all of their beautiful sticks. They have to build this area first. She's gonna put her sticks down. That pile of 2. We got a little bit of food. We got 10 apples. So we need to get up our storage, and then we can start. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, they do have some form of pants. My eyes deceived me for a second, and I was an utter whore. Was very, I didn't like what I saw. Okay. We got resource stockpiles now. So they're going to start moving our pelts and our apples over here into the pile. They're doing the Lord's work. So let's speed this up just a bit. Get the base settlement up. Okay. Now we can start working on housing. So let's see. You can see there's a bit of an elevation here, right? So I think that we should go with the housing like this, little clusters of 4, facing in other directions. And it's about 4 sticks and 1 pelt per. So we're probably going to need just a little bit more sticks. There's a couple over here. And then there's always the ones in the trees. We should definitely have a little bit more on hand. There's hut number 1, 2, 3. And over there, 4. Okay. This gives us a prosperity per living space of 2. It looks like they can only house 1 individual at a time. So we're going to select our people individually and tell them take a house. And then we're going to build out the remaining houses tomorrow. We have 6 people. I'm thinking we do have 9 pelts. Let's just build 6 huts for now, because I don't want to find myself in a situation where I regret it. I need those pelts for something else, so we'll build 6. And we're going to build them facing downward. Now you can see there's a ton of sticks on the beach. That's great. We'll get those. And oh my god. What? So apparently this is how they sleep. Completely aware that life is meaningless. And that their existence is futile. It's pretty beautiful. This is actually how I sleep pretty much every day. Crucifix pose, blank-eyed stare. Yeah, looking into the abyss. Beautiful. This guy over here too. Oh yeah, it's Bravery. Look at that, Bravery. I'll get you a house, Bravery. I'm sorry. See, this is why. This is why you need to get people shelter. They get very sad. You can see we got fish. We got we got apple trees. So let's take the gathering I don't know if we can get any of these apple trees yet. Oh, that sucks. Because they have 2. Alright, so material gathering, and then there's food gathering. There we go. Yeah, we got apple trees. So I actually did have a spawn where I didn't have apple trees, so... Yeah, make sure you got some apple trees. Let's get all them apples. Our gents are going to come down here. Yeah, they're the sticks off the beach. And we're going to plot out our next course. So, I think we should definitely get up a hunter's hut. And it has 2 pelts. I'm going to get it up facing this way right here. There we go. Eventually, it looks like we'll get some defensive structure. So let's try to keep all this stuff tight. Yeah, we're going to want a pelt dryer. Get 2 of those up. And then I think we're going to get a bonfire. Ooh, good bonfire locations. Let's do it right here in front of the hut. And they have, I think you read it says there's 8 places around the bonfire. So 1 bonfire for now. Okay, bravery. You know have a home. At least I think you do. Oh, we have 7 people. They're multiplying. That's not good. Okay, alright. I'm going to put these guys 2 and 2. We're going to be out of pelts here in no time. Alright, we have a hunter. So let's put 1 into hunting. And he's just going to go around. Ooh, we got bison. Bison are kind of dangerous. We got an iron vein over there. We're moving on up. We are moving on up. Okay, so we can dry pelts. Those are going to be good. Let's actually place 2 people into the hunt camp. I have a feeling some of them might perish. Ooh, and there's, we can explore the map a bit more, it looks like. See them going over. That's actually kind of cool. Our hunters... Oh, they got a doggo. What the heck? They didn't want to go for the bison, so they went for the weakest thing they could find. What do you mean? Alright, let's pause the game. Put a house there. Okay. Everybody has a home now. No one will be sleeping outside contemplating the meaning of life anymore. Can't have them thinking. Got to keep them docile. Alright, resource pile. I probably should have thought about my resource piles a little bit smarter, but that's alright. So let's do 2 resource piles on the back side of the hunter. We'll probably expand into this region at some point, but this is a good start for us. Just left the wolf's body outside. I guess we really need a resource pile. Let's look at some of the other buildings we got. Okay, yeah, so storage, housing, production, extraction, farming, this and that. Now I assume as we expand, we can just hit the next day button. That's cool. So let's take a peek at some of the other features in this game. There's laws. Okay, endless crafting, ability to craft items infinitely. Of the empty home. Settlers are attempting to automatically settle empty living spaces. We have to get a technology for them to do that. Or a law, I should say. There's a global map. Oh, this is cool. So there's other towns. That's actually really interesting. And here's our technology. So stone tools. Let's explore. The new building we'll get is a primitive workshop. And we definitely need tools. We're going to need 10 cobblestone. So what we want to do is come over to material gathering. And let's just have them start gathering all the cobble. I'm a little concerned, but we got bison, we got apples. 1 new settler has arrived. Man, we're filling up fast. We're filling up mighty fast. Okay, you're gonna go to the right. So I accidentally took somebody's house. Did I? Okay, for a second there I thought I made Bravery homeless again. Oh, I did. I'm sorry, Bravery. You are without a home. There you go. Kind of weird the way that it's trading off. All right, the enemy is approaching. I'm gonna get everybody down here. Yeah, we need to get some weapons. Right now, we have like an assortment of... Heard of the A team? This is like the D team. Like we got a guy with a rock, and a couple guys with, you know, sticks. This isn't gonna go well. We gotta protect. We gotta make sure Bravery is front and center, though. Gotta live up to his name. Gotta lead these people. They're probably gonna come across the way there. We're gonna get this other house up. Somebody's... Yeah, okay, yeah. They're taking the wolf and making meat out of it. hope. I think we lost somebody. Okay. Alright, let's speed this up. They're moving about. Here they come. There's 4 of them. We may lose some people. We definitely need to get some weapons. So what do they fight? Oh, they're not people. They're food. They're rabid wolves. Okay. Let's do this differently then. Okay. I'm going to do what is known as the Flying V. It's a magical thing. Emilio Estevez taught me all I know about military tactics. Bravery is running away. Okay. We're gonna protect Bravery. He's very scared. We actually have an advantage fighting them in the water. Let's move in. Got the Flying V formation. Alright, we're gonna hold. Get this one doggo. Okay. This doggo is taken. Oh boy. Okay. Let's try running away. Okay, if they chase this one person, we can... Yeah. We can take them... Okay, I got a tactic. We're gonna take them one at a time. This is Tristopher, the running woman. She is just gonna run away. Oh god. Then going... Alright, if I run in a circle, this is British. Cue the British humor song. This way. The dogs and enemies, the way that they're coded, they lock in on their target and they ignore all of the threats. And it's funny. There we go. You people are free. I have freed you. Okay. So, we got 2 people who are without homes. They're going to get this other house up. And look at that. We got ourselves food. Bravery, he's a hero now. He is a hero. Alright, let's speed this up. And we got a lot of work ahead of us. Got to collect the rocks up there. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Okay, so this person who needs a house, let's go down here. Ooh, is that a pet? It's just a happy-go-lucky wolf. We are learning the way of the stone tool. Perfect. So we should have a primitive workshop building. Pelt clothing. Oh, this is cool, dude. This is actually a neat game. So yeah, we're gonna take these people from, you know, whatever they are right now, almost nude, into the future. We have 2 hunters, 3 laborers. Let's see, maybe 3 hunters. Oh, nice. Quick stick extraction, quick cobblestone, quick food, precise food extraction. Increase the chance of additional extraction by 50%. I'm going to approve this. That's pretty cool. Especially as our population grows. Because we have no food. So for food gathering, we got berries over here. Berries over there. Can't get the fish. We need to get into food extraction here very quickly. Oh, there it is. Primitive workshop. Okay. So we're going to get the primitive workshop up. Okay, let's start expanding in a different direction. Do this. Ourselves a boar. Yeah, we'll start getting some tools. I bet you that knife might be useful for somebody. Okay. Yeah, primitive workshop should get up. I mean, we are bringing in the meat, but they're going through the food pretty quick. Okay, you can see stone knife. Work speed plus 50%. That's actually pretty cool. Let's make some knives. So now we have 3 out of 4 in there. We got lots of food. It's actually not showing us how much food we have. It's just showing us resources here. Georgie got injured. Georgie has the stone knife. I'm going to put Georgie into the hunter's hut. Yeah, I like the graphics, actually. They're quaint. There we go. So they do eat in the morning, so that's why we were missing out on that. Okay, food gathering. And get some more apples. I guess we don't need to do any of that. I do feel... I am a hoarder by nature. I think you guys know this about me by now. So, let's hoard. Hoarding time. Let's get some stuff going. Alright, let's get some more hoards piles. Eventually I'll delete this and organize things probably. Okay, so we need to get a crafter, and we got a stone hoe, which is probably for farming, a stone sickle, probably for gathering, a stone axe. Let's get a couple of stone axes so we can cut trees down. We're gonna have to research farming. Stone spear for our hunters, and stone knife. These are all really cheap. They all take stone. So the real question then is that the bottleneck is going to be stone. Not a question, I should say. We don't have a stone pick, so we need to explore and find different places of resources. So we're going to extract. Ooh, that's a good chunk of stone. Whoa, look. Okay, I didn't mean for them to do all that, but whatever. We have 25 right now, so that's not bad. Okay, we do have 8 raw pelt. Oh, I see. My bad, sorry. You gotta click on it. That's where that technology for infinite production comes into play. So select the pelts right there. We're learning today. Okay, I'm feeling smart now. We're gonna need more huts. All right, it's time to start getting some more huts. We're gonna do it on the back side over here. Let's check out our tech. See what we can do. Food processing. We don't have. Ooh, nice. Food dryer. Dried meat, dried fruits. That would be really wise of us. Do that. Explore that. I think we instantly get it. Okay, yeah, we do. So the food dryer we can put over here. Put 2 of them down. Always like to be able to go crazy. All right, we'll speed that up. And so far, we got ourselves a good society going on here. All right. Pellet dryers are up. Amount of food. Okay, so up here it tells us the amount of food we have is 96. Enough for 10 days. They're very happy. One is homeless. And we're waiting on pelts. Okay. Perfect. It looks like we need a little bit more sticks. Bring those in. I think we're using it for potentially a bonfire or something. Right, this person needs a house, but we're waiting on the pelts. All right, so the food dryer. Let's do dried meat, dried fruits, so dried berries, dried apples, dried meat. Yeah, we'll just queue some of it. This is looking good. All right, next day. So we're in the Paleolithic period, Mesolithic, Neolithic, and then Bronze. Wow, it goes to Bronze and then Iron Age. That's crazy. Paleolithic to Iron Age. That's a tongue twister for me. Oh, foundations. New building, foundation, ladder. Okay, so yeah, we can... That's actually kind of cool. I think what we're going to do is build all the way around this place, leaving it open. Oh, I think they come in this direction. I don't think they actually do anything with it. It's just a town hall building. But we'll build around it. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Speed this up. And I'm expecting... Okay, so he has clothing. He has cobblestone. Okay, so they are using cobblestone as a weapon. That's actually pretty funny. And then she has a spear. Okay, so they know exactly what they're doing. Like when it comes to everything. Well, let's just build one of each tool for now. Just to make sure that we have things available. I think we have plenty of food. Cobblestone's at 36. There's a whole area up here. I mean, we could do a little bit of exploration. I'm going to take this person here and throw him out over there. See if we can find some... Ooh. That's pretty cool. I do like the, you know, Minecraft style building things. Yeah, we should find... Oh, dude, there's a lot of stone over here. We should find our edge. Dang, these hills go up really tall. This would... Up here would actually be a really cool place for the city because our enemies have to run all the way up. We'd have elevation, you know what I mean? But having access to the river is probably more important. There's some good stuff over there. Settlers don't work at night. Okay. All right, let's end the day. Oh no, it's winter. Here, oh, we need to get people into clothing fast. They can't be running around like this. All right, so clothing is the next objective. Neighbor tribe gifted us more meat and a stone knife. We do have 5 free clothing. It should be everybody in clothing now. You can see that they're all clothed. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, pelt clothing. So they're just taking raw pelts for their clothing. So storage, I would have preferred pelt clothing. We need 2 out of 4 pelts to explore it. Requires statistic. Okay. Yeah, we'll have it soon. I mean, we got 4 out of 4 hunters. I'd really like to get into the pelt clothing. Yeah. And then we can also explore storages next. Ooh, basket making. Primitive hut. Wicker backpack. Yeah. Oh, man. We also got world map exploration. New building scout camp. Okay, we're starting to advance a little bit quicker than I wanted to. Okay, so there's pelts. Or, sorry, the scout camp. Tailor's hut. Need 2 pelts. So primitive hut can carry 2 people. Gives us 4 prosperity. And only costs an additional pelt. It requires 1 less stick. I actually do think this is cool because you can put more of these back to back, right? Yeah, that's working. And eventually, I kind of want to redesign everything. This is really cool. Let's just build one back there. Alright, so there's that. Let's go back to our tech tree, because we got the basket making. So primitive hut, wicker, backpack, and basket. Now the question is, how? Oh, there's some cool stuff. So storages, we get a new storage tent. Storage tent probably makes more sense. Maybe it's got better shelter for everything, right? We should definitely continue to dry. And if we go to laws, claim empty homes. Yes. Endless crafting is one I really want, but claim of empty homes is nice. We have plenty of housing. We'll speed this up a bit. And yeah, you can see that we have a lot of raw pelts. So let's make sure that this queue is full. If anything, I think we're definitely seeing a need for more. Oh my gosh. Yeah, primitive. Let's pause real quick. Yeah, the Tailor's hut. Let's get that up. I'm going to get that up. Going this way. Then we're going to place 2 more drying racks right there. They're doing a good job. You can see up here we have 10 days worth of food. I wish it would actually just tell me the amount of days instead of how much food I have. I'd like to see how much food I have, but be able to visually inspect how many days I have, because I don't know what this means, right? Like I don't know how much 108 food is to this, and as it grows, I mean I could probably do the math, divide by 10 in my head, but I prefer not to do math that I don't have to do. I'll make that suggestion to them. Chance of enemy attacks 33%. Prosperity is going up. All right, so as we get more food consumption, clothing, people, as prosperity gets up, we're going to get these prosperity points. And that's where the magic happens. Okay, look at that. Day 9. It's getting a bit cold. We got another gift of meat and a spear. I'm going to let them continue to build up. Not enough bonfires. Okay, remember what I said earlier. Bonfires will service up to 8 people. So it does look like it's directional. I'm going to put another bonfire out over here. I think at some point, I'm actually just going to completely remake the whole village. Got 23 sticks. I think I'm going to keep the gathering out. There we go. Yeah, they're doing a good job. Got food drying. We got pelts drying. Oh yeah, look at that. Dried fruits. Pretty cool. Got dried meats. Got a lot of stone. 45 stone. We got a lot of bones. I bet you at some point we'll use those bones. I'm a hoarder by nature, so we'll keep them for now. Oh, that's cool. I like the primitive hut. You know, the artwork in this game is actually... I like it. It's kind of simple, but it's cool. Alright. So here we go. Bone tools. There's our bone tools. And slings and storages. And world map X. Okay. Okay, so we have New building, scout camp. Okay, let's go with bone tools. I like that. Ooh, we can get slings too. Let's go to our primitive workshop. I'm gonna build a couple slings. So what's the... Ooh, wow. Bone knives are actually better. They do more damage. Okay, well, let's make a bone harpoon. Make a couple of those. Bone spears, bone hose. Not to be confused with normal hose. Okay, yeah, we'll get all that going. Rock some more stuff over here. Rock some more dry in there. Okay, cool, look at that. Now we can get some more pelts going. I think we're pulling in pelts faster than I can dry them, so get a bunch. Now we got multiple bonfires. Oh, shoot. Okay, I don't know what's coming at us. Maybe it's Santa Claus. I will say that the water, like hanging out near the water, seems to be a good way to do it. We're gonna do a modified defensive position. Okay. It's an insane amount of wolves. But I will say, I don't think I'm gonna cheese the system this time because I think we're pretty hardcore now. We got beers and stuff. Okay. Oh, good God. Okay, maybe I need to cheese the system. People are getting hurt. People are getting really jacked up. Alright. Sometimes you gotta pause. Okay. Oh, they're going after her big time. Okay. Well, I can use that to my advantage. Let's go to ×3 mode. Let's run around. Oof. They went through those wolves pretty quick, though. I think I'm gonna need some kind of medical facility, because that was harsh. Speed this up, get them going. Yeah, rabid wolves. Don't mess with them. So the fish we can gather once we get fishing. I'm wondering what this means. Do they not have access to it? Disassemble it. Put it down. I don't know. It got damaged or something. All right, the Tailor hut is up. Okay, this is where we make wicker baskets. Okay. Everybody should have baskets. The wicker baskets are just made from sticks. Baskets are 2. Oh, this is a backpack. So backpack and then basket. So I bet one's for like hauling and one's for gathering. And then pelt clothing. We have 5. Everyone should have clothing. I think this is like a maintenance thing. This yellow. Let's continue to proc. Go. Got more pelts. And let's place a worker into the Tailor hut. I'm happy with what we've built here, though. We're getting big. It does appear we've run out of storage. Oh, we've run out of storage. That's it. All right, let's get the storage. Now we can do bigger storage. Storage tents. All right. Do it. Capacity of 80 versus capacity of 48. Well, that doesn't make me feel any better. Primitive warehouse for storing of various resources. Resources are stored longer in the warehouse. Okay, so yeah, that's the kicker. Let's leave a 1-tile gap so they can walk around, like a pathway right there. I'll build two more of those. We need to have, yeah, there we go. Now it went away. So that was definitely a storage issue. I want to get rid of all the resource piles at a certain point. We can also go to settings and say what can and can't be stored. I think from a logical perspective, getting rid of open resource piles just... I mean, we could put stone. You know, we could put stone in there. Alright, endless crafting can now be approved. We're just going to right-click on these guys. And that's actually kind of cool, because what we can do is just get 3 food dryers up, right? Or I guess I could just do endless on all of them. I think it would make more sense, though, to have one for each. One for dried meat, right? And I don't think berries are a big deal. I think apples are. So we'll just infinitely dry apples, infinitely dry the meat. Call it a day. Infinitely do pelts. I'm happy with that. That's a, I think, good flow right there. Okay. So let's let him get the storage up. We're going to just start replacing all of our storage now. And speed this up. Ooh, we got a mammoth. Butcher that mammoth. That's a lot of meat. Ooh, we only have 50 We only have enough food for a few days. Okay. Food gathering. Alright, so apples. Yeah, the winter was not nice to us. Okay, we need to watch our food. That's scary. We're already out of storage, or we're out of the good. That's what it's saying. We don't have enough of the good. Okay. So over here, what was our problem? We were out of... something. Okay, we got backpacks. You can see the backpacks are in play now. Let's slow down. Yeah, so they're using the backpacks. That's really awesome. Get the storage up. Let's actually take a peek at the housing, too. Prosperity per living space 4. Ooh, okay, so you get more prosperity in the primitive hut. This per living space, so that should be times 2. That should be 8 prosperity versus 2. The math is right. I need to check that one out. Okay, I feel good about that. The day. Let's go to our tech tree. Advanced gathering. Here we go. Cabbage, nuts, wheat. Gatherer's hut. This is what I want. I want this more than anything in the world. Now we will have unlimited supplies of nuts. Extraction. Here we go. Gatherer's hut. So you can see this massive... Ooh. Okay, the Gatherer's hut's going to go out here. That's going to feed us. It's a very important building. We want to keep this woodland area intact and prosperous. There we go. We also probably want to get a few more stone. Boulders. Okay. We need copper ore at some point in the future. So there's that. So let's come back to this and let's start getting rid of the resource piles here. Alright. And over here, get rid of these resource piles. They have a lot of work to do. Let's get storage sheds out over here. One going this way. One going that way. We'll face them inward like that. Okay, that's a substantial amount of storage right there. I need to let them kind of move stuff back in. That will keep everything out of the sun. We'll get rid of this here in a second. Okay, they got a lot of work ahead of them. Okay, Gatherer's hut is up. Place 2. Now, we have to tell them what to gather. Right now they're set to apples. Wow, dude, they can gather everything. Even cobblestone. Okay, I don't like that. I want to gather all. That sucks. What about nuts? There's a good amount of nuts. Cherries? No cherries. Cobblestones? There's a bit of cobblestone. Sticks? Oh god, there's a lot of sticks. Wild berries? Quite a bit of wild berries. Let's put them on apples for now. I think 2 people on apples is good. Probably overkill, to be honest. In the day. Okay. Let's make... Okay, so 1 pelt makes 2 pelt clothing. That's pretty good. We should have a bit on hand. I bet you it degrades or something. Probably get some more people in here soon, too. Alright. We're moving up, though. We got the backpacks. We got everyone getting to business. I can't really... Ooh, you can really zoom in. Can't really see what all is in there. Ooh, that's a face only a mother could love right there. That's a weird face. Speed this up. Alright, so we got our food dryer for apples. Got the food dryer for meats. Got our Tailor. Let's see if we can get any more tech. Alright, foundations. There's a good amount going on there. Advanced. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, not bad. So the bow would be a good one. Fishing. Dog domestication is one we should definitely get into. A lot of apples over there. You know, they may be able to get enough apples, but... Right, next day. Oh, dang, we're moving up faster than I thought. We just got so many people. Right. Get 2 more huts up. I think we're going to start exploding in population. 97 food, which is enough for 6 days. A part of me is thinking the hunter hut. You can see it takes this whole area. We're going to need another food. We're going to need like fishing or something. This isn't going to work. We're going to have to go take like a whole another hunting ground area. Okay, enemy is approaching. Get our men all out and ready. Could be dogs, could be actual people this time. Slow down. But yeah, we're doing good. We got backpacks. Why don't they have weapons? Oh god. All their weapons break? I got one guy with a spear. Got two people with weapons. Put them out in front. Alright. Well, this is getting dangerous. That is a lot of dogs. We need to get into bows pretty fast. I think someone might perish. Alright, we gotta watch. We're just gonna mob them. Alright, bravery is potentially not gonna make it. Sorry, bravery. Oh boy, yeah, they... Poor bravery, huh? Poor bravery. Well, we'll do the British circle dance. There we go. It's a beautiful dance. Traditional. Okay, you made it, bravery. There you go. We are victorious. We need to get some walls up. We need to get walls up fast. Alright, there we go. They're doing a good job. They're doing their aerobic exercises on the pelts. Building up everything fast. Beautiful. So we do have a good amount of pelts. So like I said, I want to get rid of all these old school little piles here. I think the storage tents we have here are sufficient. Yeah, out of 80. We're doing good. So we don't need that anymore. We're going to need more bonfires, so I think this is a good place for the bonfires. I'm just going to place 2 instinctively so we just have a nice area. Nice. We got 2 storage tents over here for all of our production. I think we need more backpacks and more baskets. Let's just do that. Into day 15. Alright, we're out of apples. We'll need to watch this. We're going to move over to wild berries. There's quite a bit in this region, as you can see. Get some more food. 105. We got to be careful, though. We're a growing boy. I don't know what to say. Annual plans cannot be used. Blueprints. The heck? Get a blueprint by spending 2 blueprints. Okay. Quick stick. Okay. Get a new one from a previous age. I see. Oh, so these can't be used because they're old. We got 2 points now. Let's use it. Increase movement speed by 20%. Quick pelts. Quick sticks. I like quick pelts. And for a second blueprint, we're going to use it. Quick cobblestone, precision clothing, increases chance of producing additional clothing by 50%. Do increase movement speed. Oh, we got more. Oh, no, I don't. Okay. Well, that was that. We're going to do 20% movement speed. And we're going to do quick... Oh, we can only do 1 right now. Okay. Well, the 20% movement speed I think is cool. Let's do that. Next day. Technology. So foundation. We need 2 more stone axe and a bunch of logs. So we actually do need to start cutting down trees. But let's not cut these trees down. Cut these trees down. Those are the wrong kind of trees. They're on the wrong side of town. They've done things. They've seen things. But I don't know. We're cutting them down. They're not over here. And that's why I'm cutting them down. Okay, they're out of our range of our gatherer. They could have done bad things. I don't know, man. You don't know either. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, cool. We got some logs coming. Perfect. Yeah, so let's start looking at requirements. Got pottery here. We need 4 more baskets. Pottery would be pretty cool. Flour. Yeah, flour would be sweet too. Agriculture would be neat. The bow, we need 20 slings. Oh no, 10. Okay. Obtain over the... Okay, over... Oh my gosh. Alright. Yeah, slings are expensive, man. A lot of stone. Okay. Let's make slings, I guess. That would help us with our enemies. Next day. But foundation is 2 stone axes. I don't see how foundation would really help us. Like, we'll get ladders and we can go up higher, but just at this point, I think the bow would help us with our enemies. With hunting and everything else. Yeah, they're getting desperate. We're having to go further away for resources. And we could put a colony out over here for just food gathering. We're going to have to start thinking smart. Got 104 food here. Okay, cabbage. No cabbage. Nuts. We got little nuts. Go for that. And we got a good amount of room so far, but we got to keep an eye on all that. Yeah, we got too many people who are using bad equipment too. I think the bone knives. 37. I think bone knives would be good for us. 4 new settlers. Holy cow. How many homeless do we have? We're growing a bit too sharp. So that tells me we need another hunter's hut. I guess they don't have to. I mean, they could all share from the same regions, but let's put the hunter's hut. No, we've been harvesting heavily out of here. Let's put put it over here. Okay. For gathering, I don't know if this isn't a bit like not a whole lot of resources. A lot of good stuff. We could put a gatherer's hut over here just for the stone. We got 13 stone. Let's do that. Let's put a gatherer just for stone over here. This will be a resource gather point. Additional food. But we got to expand our logistics because we're hurting. So the housing, we're going to go for more primitive huts. I'm just going to do it like this. Okay, that's where the platform's coming to play. I think what we're going to do, we'll probably put something up here at some point. The 2 up there for now. Be this long. You can see these trees are getting a little weird. Okay, we got that to build. And we also have this section over here to build. Okay, enemy is approaching. We're going to hit 2 battle. Order all settlers to find weapons and gather at the town hall. Ah, okay, so that was a mistake I was probably making. Because I wasn't telling them to go to battle. So now they're finding weapons. Okay, so this guy has... Okay, I get you now. Oh, dude, that was crazy. That's crazy over there. Okay. Please fight. Got slingers. Those look like little, like, shake weights, right? Don't you think? Like, these guys, are you guys just observing? Alright, get it. Get it. That's a lot of meat right here. That's gonna be a lot of meat. Okay. We did it. And we got a lot of meat and a lot of pelts from that. That's great. Ooh, someone got poisoned. Nothing I can do about that, sorry. Oh, that's cool to know. We got that little attack button down there. Dog domestication, look at that. Dried meat, let's do it. Okay, so now we can domesticate dogs. Dogs are excellent companions. Domesticate dogs. Use of them in the hunter's hut. So the hunter's hut over here is gonna have dog domestication. So assign a random settler. We need to domesticate the dog and then assign them. And I'm wondering if we just randomly will domesticate dogs or if I have to like physically go find them. I think we actually lost somebody. Yeah, somebody died. I don't know, I'll have to go back on the instant replay and look around. Okay, let's go back to apples now. Those are all full again. We can have up to 25 pop. Doing pretty good. Ooh, law of faster crafting. That's cool. We'll do that. Can't say no to that. And we can put a scout camp up and we can start exploring. I haven't done that yet. So scout camp. That might be actually a smart way to get some extra resources here. Alright, we're gonna put that up right there. Let's keep doing some stuff. So we do need more stone axes. We got a lot of logs. Got 0 sticks, so that sucks. Material gathering, sticks. Alright, we got a new hunter hut over here. There we go. I'll put 2 people into that. And we'll speed this up. Oh shit. We were out of... Oh god. Oh god. We forgot to make clothing. People are dying. Oh, I messed up. I messed up big time. Okay. Hopefully they can, you know, just tough out below freezing conditions for a day or two. And if they can't, I'll just have to learn from my mistakes. You know, I'll sit down next to a window, stare off into the distance, and contemplate my decisions for a while, ask for forgiveness, and then I'll be good. I'll be good after that. I think we can pull this back though. I think we can get enough clothing for everybody. I'm gonna try. Need to produce a bunch. So each one of these is 2. All in seriousness, I think we might lose some people, but their health isn't going down crazily. So hopefully they can regenerate a little bit at night in their tents. Okay, we got 3 more people that arrived, and you know what? If they go, they go. We'll get some more. Next day. Okay. We're making progress here. Let's get that clothing. So we have infinite production, but I don't like infinite production. I'd like set limits, right? I'd like to say always have XYZ clothing. Yeah, the settlers are freezing. I'm well aware. They're making funny sounds too. Their health isn't too crazy low. Okay. So the hunter's over here. Let's get 3. I'm gonna look for dogs here in a bit. Over here, let's have them gather cobblestone. Put 3 people over here for that. And we got wild wheat over there. Alright. Well, let this be a lesson to you. Always have enough clothing. We're just gonna proc as much clothing as possible. Alright. We're gonna get another tailor set up. An emergency tailor hut. We can always just use this as an emergency situation, right? Because it is a massive bottleneck. So anytime we need a bunch of something, we just do that. Okay. Okay, tailor hut is up. I'm gonna place someone in there. Immediately start making clothing. Ooh, we're not gonna make it in time. I'm sorry, guys. I'm learning, man. Not gonna make it. Alright, if I can get this clothing... I saved 2 lives. We saved 2 lives with the clothing that we just got out. They're dropping like flies, though. At this point, it doesn't matter. We just need to produce the clothing. We lost 4 individuals. That's... Oh, no. Bravery died of old age. He died of old age. He didn't die because he froze to death. Bravery. You didn't die because of my incompetence. You died because you were old, and it was your time. It was like Old Yeller, alright? It wasn't any kind of mismanagement on my part. I'm sorry, Bravery. I'm sorry, man. Alright, we lost another. I'm leaving that in the video. I could restart. Pretend that I'm perfect at this game. We learned a valuable lesson, though. Okay, and we're gonna learn from that lesson. We're gonna get baskets and backpacks and clothing. The problem now, though, is we just don't have enough people, but they'll come. We're at 19. Alright, reassigned. I want a bunch of bone knives. Scout camp. Alright, so I'm going to put someone in the scout camp. Let's check out this global map. So, apparently, I'm going to be able to, like, go places now. Send a scout squad to explore the world map. 10 random food items will be spent instantly. Not enough assigned people. Not enough assigned people. Okay. They're out there doing their scouting. We got 2 in the hunter. Got 3 over here gathering stone for us. We got 55 stone. 83 sticks. Not bad. We're doing an okay job. 19 pop. All right, yeah, I feel like I can be forgiven now. The law is decent. Annual plans. Let's do increased... Nope, let's do speed. Okay, that's not bad. Technology. So we got fishing and pottery. I think food's okay-ish. Let's see. New building would be a potter, clay pots, and honey. Fishing, on the other hand. Fishing hut, fish. Let's go with fish, man. I think we just need more food sources, too. People are going to start starving to death. 15 out of 15 over here. Okay, here's a good spot right here. 15 out of 15. And here's another one. Or let's just build one for now and see what it does. Alright. So the global map keeps dinging at me. Right click. Okay, so you have to right click to send. Oh, okay. Now you go to the main thing. You left click on your town. You right click to go out. Let's send it to this little town over here. It looks good to me. And every day we move a little bit of it. Global map. They'll get there. This is looking sharp. Oh, we got pottery too. Perfect. Yeah, you can see our food is going downtown though. Over here we're getting the apples, but we're hurting. We're hurting bad. Okay, I'm gonna get... Okay, so it's just one person in here. Not bad. I'm gonna get another fishing hut up over here then. We'll start using these guys to pull in some food. I bet you we can dry the fish. So we're gonna get ourselves up a food dryer just for fish now. I'm actually gonna switch out the apples for dried fish. I'll forget. I think that the dried fish are better. Probably because they spoil a little bit faster too. Nice. Okay, we're back up to 24. So we survived my incompetence, which is an important thing. And we're back in business. Bone harpoons. Get a few of those procced. So coming over to the Tailor. On the backside we got 14 clothing. Let's not make that mistake ever again. Let's have a lot of clothing. And let's have a lot of backpacks. Everything else. So we have clay now. Yeah, potter hut. Okay. We're gonna get the pottery hut right here. We got clay over here, so go to material gathering. We'll get the clay by hand. Get ourselves another little fishing hut. Get one individual in there. Then we got 2 fishing huts going. We got 2 hunter camps going. Got these guys going on the stone. And we'll probably destroy that at some point. Fish. And then this guy right here, he's going to be apples drying. Alright, so we made it over here. Oh, that's a bigger city right there. So what is this? Ancient ruins? Okay, explore the ancient ruins. Ooh. Okay. Take it all. We got some blueprints and some science. I'm going to science this place up now. Foundations are now unlocked as well. That is the end of day 25. Oh, that's a beautiful thing right there. Yeah, this is working out great. I do think that the 2 Tailor system might be necessary. We might even need to get more primitive workshops. So, like, bone spears. Yeah, let's get a bunch of bone spears. As the tools kind of expand, I'm starting to see the light in that direction as well. That we need to get more tool production. Alright, let's get 2 more houses up here. Let's get an additional storage bay out. Facing... Yeah, I should have... These are facing the wrong direction for this. Let's give a space so they can walk around. Get 2 more facing the right direction this time. Alright, cool. We're getting clay. We're getting fish. Enemy is approaching. So now we're going to hit the 2 battle button. This gets everybody around the town center so I don't have to go select all of them. Gets them all with weapons. Oh crap, it's people. No, those are my people. Cool. Oh no, it is people. It is people. Alright. Well, this is bad. They have bows. Oh boy. They're going after the 2 people hauling. I'm going to let this happen. Okay, maybe not. We need to run you away. I don't want to lose anybody today. We're gonna run around the tents. Oh god, he's not gonna make it. Not with that attitude, right? Oh gosh. Lord. Run! Run, Billy! I don't know what this man's name is. Okay. Now hopefully I can get some... Shit, dude. Yeah, he didn't make it. I'm sorry. Sorry, Humanica. We'll get another one. So there's nomads. Now, do we get their equipment? That's the question. We definitely got a mess. And we're not going to eat... Ooh, we got one spear. The copper spear. They have copper equipment. So we're getting hit now by the local tribes. Go to the global map. They're still making their way downtown. There's another ancient ruin I should have gone to. Alright, so yeah, scout camps are actually really important. And we're going to stop gathering here. Actually, let's just gather all of it. I don't care anymore. Alright, Potter. Go. And he's going to make clay pots. And we'll make a bunch of clay pots. And that will raise our prosperity. And so, you know, we got flour, we got the bow. Bow would be good. We need 10 slings. We need so many slings. It's kind of crazy. But as you saw when those guys attacked, it's pretty powerful. So let's go for the wild berries now. Got 108 food, which is not a whole lot for this. That's like enough for 4 days. We're going to fill out Max the Hunter over here. 4 people over there now. This guy over here still has a bit of stone to get. Alright. Potter, Scout. Let's go check out the global map. They're making their way. Perfect. We're starting to get pretty decent. Decent in size. And there's a lot more of the map. You can actually see the etching. So it's a decent sized map right now. We're going to hit our limit at some point, but feeling pretty good about everything. You can see up here we're at 3 days worth of food. I think getting into farming sooner rather than later would be pretty darn advantageous for us. We got to get to agriculture down here. So if we want to get into flour, we need 15 cabbage and 15 wheat. But yeah, so that's a necessity. So let's go up to this gent here and let's have him start collecting cabbage. Now I also think it's possible if I go to material gathering, sorry, I should say food gathering, I can start to get the wheat by hand. All right, yeah, we'll get some of that wheat by hand. There's a lot of good wheat we can get by hand. So they'll get the cabbage. Oh, holy cow. That's honey. So, okay, yeah. Remember when we unlocked clay and all that? We needed that as a receptacle in order to get the honey. Okay. That's making sense. So that's not wheat. That's honey. This is wheat right here. And there's also wheat over here. So we'll get all that. They look really similar in the pictures, I'm going to be honest. But it's all starting to kind of add up. Ooh, a lot of cabbage over here. Let's get all this cabbage over here. And the wheat. I'm going to over... Wow. That's another... Okay. We need more gathering camps, I think, is what this is showing us. So we're going to get a gathering hut right here. Look at all this stuff we have access to. More so the food. So let's put it right here. Let's go look at the global map. Looks like we reached our destination, so we can explore the settlement. They give us flax and technical knowledge. We'll take all of it. I'm going to return home after going to this carrot glade. Vegetable cultivation. Ooh, we might be able to learn how to do carrots from there. So let's hit up the carrots, hit up the ancient ruins, and then come back around. I think we missed this settlement, and then we... Oh, no, this is our settlement right here. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll swoop back. So they're saying that there's no cabbage in range. Okay. Let's go for apple. Nope. Go for the wild berries then. We got to keep the food coming in. Now we have 24 pelt clothing. It looks like linen is coming into style. So let's just speed this along, get some new tech. We're running out of housing. So we're going to need more sticks. Material gathering. I'll have them go get sticks over here. And these sticks over here. But yeah, we're hitting that point. If we come over here, we have 151 stone. I say we set this to stick gathering, since we need so many sticks. We're getting a little too crazy, though. All right, primitive workshop. There's no more storage. That basically means either not enough storage or not enough sticks. It's probably sticks, actually. Yeah, let's see, 40. Yeah, we have plenty of storage. It's saying it doesn't have the resource there. That's okay. But we are going to get a couple more houses. We're going to have more people coming soon. End the day. All right, day 28. Oh, we got some wheat over here, too. I'm going to have them manually gather some of this stuff. I just want to get the tech. Getting the flour. Start making bread. These are the required resources. And these are the required statistics that we have to have touched cabbage 15 times. In order to understand bread, you must first touch the cabbage. Ancient wisdom being passed down to all of us right now. Some of the units on the world are idle. Okay, let's go to the map. So we're going to explore. Okay, so we need vegetable cultivation before we can even go there. Let's hit up this ancient ruin on the way back. Get some more knowledge. I think we're at a point where I need to stop doing manual gathering and just start using the camps as well. Let's see. This is still being built. I don't think we have anyone who isn't working right now. Definitely need more people. And we're at 153 food, which is enough for 6 days. Beautiful. 15 degrees Celsius. Got one new. Ooh, one of them died from old age. Ooh, found it. Yeah, so here's foundation and ladder. Build on slopes to build on small slopes to increase the area available for construction. Yeah, this is actually kind of nice. If we want to raise anything and get ladders. Yeah. And it seems to only be usable in certain locations. Now it's saying we don't have enough warehouse. So get another 2 storage tents up. Ooh, there's a... Oh, we lost a hut. That's not cool. Alright, we'll build a couple more. You can see we're going through our reserves of tools really quickly, too. So, we need more knives. I'm going to just produce a ton of those. And let's end the day. Nice, 2 more settlers. Let's go to ×3 mode. I'll let these people build this out. Okay, we're getting close. Okay, so this wolf here, I want to domesticate the wolves. We gotta hit tame on it. Oh, I didn't get to it in time. that was bad. Yeah, if we get the wolves, so let's go tame on this wolf before they, go for it. We can use it when we hunt, so that's pretty cool. Try that out. Let's see. I'm gonna try to tame this wolf. No, I said tame the wolf. Okay, we have different ideas of taming. All right, well there goes that dream. We'll work on that one. Tailor's hut is going. Let's get some clothing. We have no wicker backpacks, so let's build a bunch of those. We have a ton of baskets, so we don't need that. Let's proc a good handful of clothing. Always have a good reserve of that. They don't freeze to death again. Alright, we're having the warehouse issues more. We just got the storage tent. Alright, so he's ready. Let's explore. Take all. Go back home. Get this going. Alright, end day 31. Alright, we got 3 more settlers. Feeling pretty good about all the things that we've done here. This is great. Alright, new gatherer's hut. So this gatherer's hut's going to be focused on the dreaded cabbage. Looks like there's no cabbage in range. Hopefully we got it then. Let's have him focus on... Well, we don't even need the wheat because we had enough. Ooh, they got pears in range? No. Alright, let's... Oh, shoot. Being attacked. Okay. Another time. Let's just set them to apples for now. And that should get us a good start. Okay, everybody's here. Oh gosh. Everybody's here. With weapons. Yeah, they're coming at us with a lot now. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Someone's, you know what? We're just gonna lose a couple people. Till I can get bow and arrow. We're gonna have to unga bunga. There we go. And we're getting some belt clothing, bow and spear. There we go. We got him. That was pretty crazy, actually. Alright. Back to work, everybody. It looks like the one fishing hut here is doing a good job. Got a good amount of fish. No chance of enemy attacks. Let's end the day. We're in winter. So we're getting close to flour. We still don't have any cabbage. Even though I told them to touch the cabbage. They're afraid of the cabbage. Yeah, so it's the dead of winter. We must have missed the period. Oh, it's all the way over here. Yeah, we must have missed the cabbage period. Okay, we'll get it on the way around. Go to the world map. All right, our people are coming back. Let's see our laws. Labor succession. If a worker dies, a new one is automatically approved to replace it. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm tired of managing that stuff. So we're getting those laws there. They're on their way back over here. Go to technology. I think we're good here. Speed this up. Yeah, we're doing great. We're getting a lot of sticks. We have 120. We don't need any more sticks for now. The apples are gone. What about nuts? Like no nuts. We're looking for honey. Oh, no honey even. Yeah, there's nothing. Okay. Let's boot this down to one worker and leave him on apples for next year, just in case it comes back online. We need to probably like start. Ooh, a lot of food over here. Need to start stockpiling food. Okay, we got one person there looking for cabbage that doesn't exist. I'll leave that on for now. And let's end this day. All right, so they are back. Enter the town. Get all the technology and everything that they're supposed to bring with them. So we have the capacity for copper tools now. So we can get copper ore, we can get better tools. Landscape editing, defensive structures is next. We need 5 short bows. So the main thing holding us back now is we need to have made 20 slings total, and we need 10 slings on hand. Okay, so we can do that. That's something I can do right now. And we spoke about this earlier, that potentially having another primitive workshop would be very advantageous for us. So let's do it. We're gonna get another primitive workshop up. Now, one good thing about having, you know, backside entry here, I can start getting more storage up. We're gonna get 4 more storage up over there. Feeling pretty good about our housing situation. Yeah, we got 19, 20. So we got some free people, and that's good. I actually want free people. There's all this stuff we're trying to do right now. I'd like to get a bridge up at some point. Poor guys are having to lug bison through the river. Not enough place for the warehouse. Okay, yeah, we're getting that up right now as we speak. Let's go to our global laws. Okay. Scout camp. Let's send them out into the world again. And this time we're going to go down here. Very good. All right, annual plans. Increase movement speed of settlers by 20. We still have it. We got 4 points. Let's see, what do we want? Let's get one more. Quick food. Increase extraction speed of food items by 50%. Quick workshop. Quick. I like food. It to me seems like a good one. I'm a little worried. We're at 3 days worth of food. As we get bigger, we just need more and more stuff. And I think we're making good progress, but get a gent in here. Now let's actually just make more slings. And then after that, bow and spears. Yeah, there we go. 10 bow and spears. Okay, we got a lot of good stuff coming over. And a bunch of bone knives. We got like 24. Yeah. There we go. I'm feeling better about that. Got 34 clothing. We have 1 backpack. So let's queue an enormous amount of backpacks. I'd actually think we should probably queue at each location backpacks. Yeah, right here. They're only like a stick. Everybody needs one. Nice. We got some copper ore over here. We can actually straight up gather from the source. Get a little bit right there. All right, end of day. Now we're on 35. Annual plan. We're going to go with... Oh, can't be used in the current age. None of them can. Oh, that sucks. Get a blueprint by spending 2 blueprint points. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Let's use these. Okay, quick cobblestone extraction. Precise food extraction. Increase the chance of extracting additional food by 50%. That's the one we want. That's what we're going with. We don't need to select anything else. We are in the age of eating a lot of food. Perfect. Okay. All these food items are going to come back online. Let's get people back into work. Winter is over. Ish. There is no cabbage here. We'll go to apples. You can also gather wild wheat, and once we unlock bread production, we can make bread. Oh, we got the bow. So now defensive structures. We need to have made 15 short bows. Okay. So immediately we want to stop all production of slings. All production of slings. And through this to a bunch of short bows. All right. I'm actually going to create just it's only a stick. Yeah, a bunch of them. Let's make 20. Our people have made it to the ancient ruins. That's pretty cool. Some points. Ooh, a bunch of beer. Tech points. And so you need these tech points if you want to clear other eras. So keep that in mind. Oh, we're getting kind of crazy around here. But we'll keep going. And so our next objective is flour. We need the cabbage. Agriculture. I'd really like to get into defensive structures. So we're working on that already with bows. Ooh, vegetable cultivation, flax, animal husbandry, dirt roads. Okay, so we need to accumulate 100 fish in order to get dirt roads. Okay, that actually tells me another thing, is that we do have potential, like, I'd like to get, look at this guy. Oh, he's got 3 in his range. Okay, let's get another fishy dude right there. And with that skill we have a chance to get more fish than ever before. Okay, so gatherers, got 3 over there. I think 3 is fine. I think 4 is a little overkill. And we got the hunters going at max there. And I think sometimes they will go outside of their circle. Over here, let's put 3 people. And, I mean, there's a lot. There might be nuts over here. No nuts. Actually, let's do this a little bit smarter. Food gathering. If we just go into food gathering, we can see what's there. So we have this guy in the wrong spot if we want to get access to this stuff down here. Actually, let's destroy this. This is a bad spot for it. Let's replace this. Yeah, there's a... Okay, so you can see there is actually a bit of food over here. We just have it in the wrong spot. Let's... Ooh, yeah, let's put it right here. There's clay and there's all types of stuff, and there's this thick cloud of stuff here. There could be some good foods over there. I think we're good now. In the day. Maybe I should get a hunting cabin. Oh yeah, we're in the gray area over there. Thinking about moving hunting up here too, even. My biggest concern though is I feel like with the hunting, you're at a big risk of overhunting. So I kind of like want to leave a spot where I'm not hunting, so animals will be coming in off the sides. You know what I mean? We need to turn to agriculture. So we just need to touch 15 cabbage, which we have. I'm just going to take people. I'm going to take a big old gang of people. A lot of good cobblestone over here. There's cabbage over here. Yeah, we did it. Okay. That's not going to be 12, though. So we need to look for wild cabbage. It's elusive. It's out there. Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting how we're literally being handicapped by Just not being able to find cabbage. It's like the story of my life, I guess. Alright, let's take this fisher. Let's go explore in random directions. I think we'll be able to find some of the things we're looking for. Alright, we'll speed this up a bit. Alright, we got a bit of clothing. We got a lot of pelts. So, yeah, the tailor. Let's make sure we're making more clothing. Got a lot of good things going that direction. I think for bones, we got 26. Alright, yeah, let's get some bone spears going here. This guy over here, I think we need some... Yeah, stone hoe. Let's get a few hoes ready for the farming revolution we're about to have. We'll probably turn this region over here on the south side into our farm. So the fishing hut has no more fish available. There's another fishing hut here. One person missing. Got the fishing hut over there for the 3. Got 3 people here looking for apples. I want to boot this down to 2. They just don't seem to have as much food as I thought. Let's end this day. So 50 logs and okay, so landscape editing. It's nice to be able to dig out a mountain or conversely build it. That is actually kind of cool. We could defend. Ooh, that is actually really cool. So we need 50 logs and 5 more stone axes. Okay. Because we could create a fortified area. Alright, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I desperately want this. I have this idea in my head now where we take this point here and we build out a fort that we can retreat to when the enemies come and fight from. So I got this idea in my head now and I got to go for it. I'm not sure if the enemy will try to rob us or if they'll just go straight for the fort, but we'll find out. Alright, our guys are still moving along on the world map. We got our new gatherer up. Got 4 people in it. There are no apples. Go for the wild berries. Alright, let's send this guy over here. Oh, look at all the resources here. There's copper out the wazoo over here. Alright, end the day. Not a whole lot of wild berries. No wild cabbage. Honey, a little bit of honey. Wheat, a little bit of wheat. Let's have him collect that wheat. Yeah, there's not a whole lot over there, but we'll use them to get some stone and such. This is the real gatherer right here. Lots of food around here. Oh no. We had a few people die of old age. That's not cool. Alright, we have... Surprisingly, we're going through resources really quickly. Like, we're already out of knives and all types of stuff. Alright, in the global map, we reached our destination. We have no vegetable cultivation. My bad. I think we have to go up this way. We're getting a little boxed in down here. Crap, we got enemies approaching. Oh, why? Why, sir? Okay, wheat. Wild berries it is. Oh, boy. Okay, we're going to call to arms. We do have bow and arrow now. I'm going to get the guys ready on the shoreline. We'll send everybody else when they get here. Alright, we got a good thing going. Alright, so here we go. Oof, there's a lot of them. Alright. You see our bowmen are actually really, really good. We got slingers and bowmen. They slap their bows forward, which is kind of funny. Alright, let's move this about. Alright, we're gonna run around. Come on, guys. Get over here and help out. And they're not really standing up to us at all. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty crazy, actually. We didn't lose anyone important. Nope, we lost somebody. No, he died of old age. Okay. We didn't lose anyone to combat. We didn't lose anyone because of me. That's what's important. I didn't do anything dumb. Okay, we got an iron vein right there. I'm almost at a point where I think I need to get a primitive workshop. Just sit there and make knives infinitely. You can see, like, we're just running out. Alright, we got defensive structures. See that? We got dirt roads. So we just need this now, and that just requires us to cut down logs. I don't really like cutting down the trees, but that's progress. Okay. So, I mean, maybe we don't even need to terraform it. Defensive stockade. Okay, yeah. Well, that's not a bad idea. Okay. At a minimum, what I'm noticing is we need to make a defensive area. So, log gate. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna need a big defensive area. I mean, we could do it here, but I have this idea in my head where we have a castle. We're gonna need to terraform. Well, technically speaking, they come from over here. We could take this and we could terraform something pretty cool over here. I think that's what's gonna happen. Let's get all this clay out of here. I think we're gonna build our castle right here. Use this as a moat for when they come in and attack. We're actually like kind of like going down, right? We're going down. I do have the ability to make roads now, though. I think that's really cool. It just has a construction duration. All right. Okay. Yeah, building these roads out should look cool. We'll build it out there. Might have to cut down some trees. I'll give them something to do next day. My big question is, can I get a bridge? Nope, not yet. Road. Okay. I'll leave it alone. That's a lot of work for them to do. Alright, we're back in business with the berries. I mean, food's not even really an issue right now. Go back to apples on you. Hunters are doing great. He's got nobody. Let's boot him down to one person. Yeah, he'll just collect apples. Eventually I'll use him for stone and... Actually, you know what? Back to 2. And stick them on sticks. Alright, the pottery hut. Let's get a few more potters. We got 40. Okay, we don't need any more. I'm gonna leave them in there. Get the baskets. Clothing we're running low on. Get more clothing. Alright, I'm feeling good. Alright, end of day 40. Okay, wild berries are done. Let's go back to apples. Yeah, we're losing people from old age, so this is getting kind of rough. Alright, we're 2 cabbage away. We're 2 cabbage away now. And there's a big old thing of cabbage over here. Perfect. Food's not an issue at all anymore. Attracting people to our settlement. I'm gonna build more huts on the backside here. We're gonna go a little cray with the huts. Alright. And the roads are getting up. It's just gonna take some time. Shoot, we're at a warehouse space in the day. Okay. We're gonna have warehouse space coming out the side. Yeah, like that. We got berry bushes there. That's fine. Speed this up. Let's put these guys on the highest priority. They are very important to get built up. We're not attracting people, so we need to kind of think about that. I have far too much clay too. That's honestly the biggest problem. Crap, we're getting attacked again. Alright, let's get everybody at down center. Oh, they're coming strong. They're coming with bows and copper spears. Alright, let's meet them on the shoreline. I actually kind of like the idea of building the defenses here. Right here they come. Yeah, because we can fight them here. Alright, move. Let's move the people that they're attacking. Oh crap, they really want this guy. Right now we really can't afford to lose anybody. Guy in the back. Come on, run, run, run. Alright. Yeah, the fighting isn't really that big of a deal to me anymore. Alright, so we got a copper spear for free. Continue to make baskets. Go to the global map. He's having the time of his life. I'm actually going to go up here in this blue light. Okay. Okay. Got flour. Now for agriculture, we need 30 baskets, 10 bread, and 30 wheat. Okay. Do it. Okay, let's rock a bunch of baskets. A bunch of them. There we go. More baskets than we'll ever need. And now we have to... Man, bread production's kind of savage, but sure, it's worth it. All right, we need to get a millstone. I don't know, this... I gotta think about some stuff. This seems to be the logical place to put our defenses. Maybe even actually up here. Because they're coming in... Well, I'd like to do it on the shoreline, right? You know what? Screw this clay. Can we build on it? It won't let me. Yeah, we have to gather all this clay to get rid of it. Oh, this would... I mean, this is the best place to build everything. I want to keep the fishing hut here. But this is honestly the best place for the defense. Basically have a moat around us. Okay, let's do a bunch of bone knives. And over here, let's do a bunch of bone spears. And let's get into agriculture now. Okay, we're going to need a millstone. I'm going to place the millstone here. I'm going to get 2 of them down, in fact. And a stone oven. 1. Alright. That's how we make bread. That's how we make flour. Alright, end of the day. Okay, it's going to be a bit before we get the grain. Well, they can work on the roads now. So, we're going to pull back on the gathering. Stick. Let's keep the sticks coming in, actually. This gathers hut. Boom, boom. I need more people building out roads and everything else. Our map unit is idle now. Okay, we're going to have them keep going. I think we're almost at the edge of the map. We're just able to maintain 30 pop. I mean, we're doing pretty decent. Yeah, we're not at the Neolithic era yet. We're pretty close to... We just need to make 10 bread and get some more wheat. Landscape, we just need a few more logs and 2 more stone axes. Alright, and they're working on the last bit. Alright, once they're done with that, they should get back to building. They just have too many things procced right now. Okay, and our annual plans still in effect. That's one reason we have an insane amount of food as well. Right. Yeah, there's some funny looking stuff. Pear forest. Yeah, there's like... Looks like we can grow trees at some point too. Grow pear trees. Alright, here are the roads. Eventually, I think eventually you're just supposed to cut down the forest. And then grow everything. I have an idea. So defense... Okay, primitive defensive structure. Archers can shoot the enemy from an archer tower. Okay. There we go. We're gonna have like 7 of those. And walls here. Okay. I have walls going this way. That way. Then we just need a gate. A gate on the back. There we go. Gate on the back, and then we're just gonna literally have little towers all around. There we go. Alright, we're gonna get up just a small little stockade for now. We're doing good outside of all that. We have 27% chance for attack. I have no idea how much this is gonna cost. 2 wood. Okay, well there's... That's why you wanted to get all that wood. You got 76. Once I get all this clay out of the way, we can finish the wall. But I like this. This to me seems defensible. Okay, these guys are making me sad now. We're gonna head back over here. I think this is the way we can cover more territory. They might actually be running out of food, those 3 people. They only had so much. We need to get rid of some of this clay. Let's make some clay pots. Clay pots will actually decrease our storage. Yeah, that's alright. Let's get the defensive structure up. Alright. Let's get some more bone knives up. We only got 5 bones. Okay, we're gonna have to switch to stone knives. Yeah, we're gonna have to stop with the bones. Ooh, animal husbandry. 20 wheat. That's kind of cool. New building. So we can have pigs and feed the pigs. We haven't gotten that crazy far either. Looks like I can get higher cultivations. Thatching. Oh yeah. Agriculture is huge. Knowing how everything works, I think I would have organized myself a bit different. I probably actually would have built the city out more over here and put the defenses down here. This is pretty cool though. You learn a lot just playing the game. We're gonna redo the annual plan for food. I still think food is, you know, kind of crazy hard to get sometimes. We can go out and gather it, but we have too many building projects right now. So that extra proc chance is kind of essential for what we're doing. Alright, let's get more gatherers over here. These guys I think are good with just continuing to get sticks. And I'm not sure if 30 is the max. Got 31 living spaces. But we have not been able to get over 30. I don't see anything in the settings. I think it's just bad luck at this point then. Oh, there's crafting limits. As long as that's setting infinite, we can set crafting limits. Okay. +1 spot for approving annual plans. Traction increases by 10%. This is cool. So this is where it starts to get a little bit more organized. Right now, it's just kind of people doing whatever they want. I'm going to cancel some of the dirt roads. Just get it going. That looks alright enough. Into day 48. Okay, we got above 30 finally. I think it also has to do with happiness factors. Alright, let's go to battle. Oh, look at that. So that means you can't have really multiple areas of defense. Otherwise, they'll spread out too much. Oh, they're going to come from behind this time. Okay, so this is the... Oh, those are woolly mammoths. Oh, no. They're not coming to my defensive point. They're coming for the town hall. I see. That's alright. There we go. Ooh, a little too fast. That's actually kind of cool. Let's go for the woolly mammoth. Maybe something to think about in the future for me. Like, get your dudes. Get the camp in the middle of your big area. But we were able to lure them. That was pretty cool. That actually kind of scares me. Because we made too many of these then. We were able to get so many people up on that thing. Alright, we're gonna have 3 here. Oh man, I don't know if they'll spread evenly between all of them, but I guess I could probably control them too. Let's put 2 here, 2 here, 3 here. There's actually, yeah, 3 of them here. 4 technically. Let's get rid of the 4th one. Okay, yeah, I feel better about that. Okay, we got our people clothed. Most important thing. But we should always continue. And we need more baskets. Yeah, I'm a little freaked out. Let's just infinitely make stone knives for a little bit. I only have 88 stone, though. I am a big fan of controlling everything, so... You got harpoons. Stone axes. Yeah, I bet the copper stuff lasts a lot longer, too. Make a bunch of those. Alright. We got 143 sticks in the day. Switch these guys out to stone mining. Yeah, we'll need to get more cobblestone. Beat it up. Alright, so for agriculture, we just need bread. And we're making progress. So, yeah, here's the mill. Let's just always make flour. And... You know what? For now, let's just do 1 mill and 1 stone oven, just simply because we have too many building projects. I'm also going to get up another warehouse right over here. That's actually going to be a high priority. Along with this one, too. Alright, cool. We got more storage. Got everybody back in business. Into day 50. Over here, we're going to switch to wild berries. Oh shoot, they're having a hard time finding animals here now. We're getting to a point, and that actually sucks because we need, so that's why you want animal husbandry. That's the only way to get a reliable source of pelts and everything that you need. You kind of like need to get into it. But it's not like do you want to. It's like you gotta. Yeah, so we have technical knowledge 3 out of 1, and we're getting these technological points on the world map. But you have to explore. You have to do this. All right, let's enter. So this is our city. Come back home. Ancient ruins. Perfect. I mean, we got a lot of pelts though. I don't think we're like at crazy risk of anything, but I can definitely see the writing on the wall. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I think we have enough of everything else. I'm going to pull everybody out of everything, and we're going to get this built. I want to get this built, show you guys what it looks like, because we're probably going to end this soon. So here's the deal. If this video gets 500 likes, here's my promise. 500 likes and 10,000 views when I post it tomorrow, I will do another series from start to finish, and we will go to at least the end of the Neolithic era, to maybe even the Bronze Age, if we can. But I'd like to do things a little different, and I don't really know how interested people are in these styles of games. I know some people are, but not everyone is. And unfortunately, you got to kind of play the games that people want to watch. This is a cool game, though. At first, I wasn't sure about it, I'll be honest. But after playing it, it is pretty fun. Alright, so we're going to get everybody on board. I don't think we have enough bows. So if they have bows, I think they automatically come over here. Yeah. We got a few people up in the... We have mostly spears right now. This is going to be a melee fight. So let's see what they do, because this is what I was curious about. Like, can you just, you know, sit in a fort off to the side? They seem to be going straight for the town hall. And they're not doing anything to the town hall. They're just chilling. So that tells me what the way the pathfinding works is your town, you don't actually want to build around your town hall. It's back over here. You want to keep your town hall in a clearing. So that's what I'm talking about. I have some ideas on how I could better create a city now. Especially the road systems. Oh, here. One of our guys, I think, just passed. Yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay, speed that up. We unfortunately lost one of our individuals. But let's get this built up. I want to see it. We did get the millstone. Let's do infinite bread. So let's see this. 1-to-1 ratio, production of 20. Production of forever. We're going to need a big bakery at some point. Okay, we lost another person to old age. Not bad. They're not finding any animals around here. That's a problem. We're going to go down to one person here. Get more families out there. Keep him getting the apples. We'll keep the hunters going because they're bringing in most of the food. And they're making good progress now. End the day. But you definitely have to utilize every resource type you have. Clay is really annoying. I'm wondering if we use it for some cool tech in the future. Let's kind of take a peek. Okay, you got the water mill. Required bronze ingot. Log structures. Okay. Longbow. The Bronze Age is where it's at. Another thing, too, is the game is... When I'm recording this, is before the game is coming out of early access into release. So I'd like for this game to be released and then get hot patched and then try again. Because I'm sure it'll be a better experience. There might even be some new content. But man, we're making good progress. Alright, we're making good progress, but it is quite... You don't need a big thing like this. You could probably get away with just having the town hall in the center and a small little fortification about, because like there was a lot of dudes up on that stockade. There was a lot of dudes. That might be what I do is I think if you just had a normal area, you just need enough room for everyone kind of step in. So let's reevaluate our lives. Every decision we've ever made. I think you could get away with something like this. You bring these guys in one, Can you bring this guy in one? Yeah, you can get away with it. You can get away with 4 defensive stockades and a little square around this guy. You'd be fine. So yeah, just next time I play, I think I'll pick an area where my town hall can go that's defensible. I will say though, I'll probably put the town hall near the river, because being able to, they move really slow when they're in the water. I think that's pretty advantageous. Oh, look at that, we got 5 people. Nice. Look at that, open, close, open, close. Very nice. I think we might be out of wood. I'm gonna cut down some wood. Yeah, we're out. I just realized that. Alright, let's end the day. We are making some bread, so that's good. We're getting a lot of settlers now. And we made it to the Neolithic era. Expanded annual planning, +1 slots added for approving annual plans. Law of faster extraction, that's 10%. And crafting limits. Oof. I really like the +1 for annual. I mean, but crafting limits? That was like, that's what I want. Because we can now set... Check that out real quick, because it's not making a whole lot of sense. The ability to set limit for infinite crafting has been added. To set a limit, use the mouse wheel on the recipe. Okay. Reading is my friend. So primitive. We select it. We hit infinite, and then okay. We use the mouse wheel. Alright, cool. So now I can just set... Okay, that's really neat. And it's to that specific workshop. Yeah, that's kind of what we needed. Yeah, we'll do 30. So now we can just say always have at least, you know, 50 clothing. Always have at least 35 backpacks. I don't care. Baskets. Always have 10, right? That's cool. I like that. We got 38 people here now. We're kind of running low on food. I just want to build up this thing. I got sidetracked. Yeah, there they go. They just needed the wood. We got like 60 wood now. They build this up pretty quick, actually. We got clay deposit there blocking the road. The road connected over there. Yeah, look at them go. Okay, we need to get people in, getting food pretty quick here. We're running low fast. Apples? Yeah, go for the apples. Alright, we'll get 4 over there. We're almost done. Got 2 more wall pieces and we're good to go. Ba-boom. Oh, good timing. Get everybody into the defensive perimeters. We have no bow and arrow to shoot from. Got this cool castle and nothing to do with it. Alright, well, we can at least do this. We can at least sit in it. Alright, we're gonna leave the gate open. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I didn't know he was there. They were late. They were late to get their weapons. Alright, well, at least he was able to lead them all into the trap. Alright, we fight at the gates. There we go. Oh, God. Alright, well, let's speed this up. We got 40 people. We can lose a few. Now, you could imagine if I had a bow and arrow, that would have been much cooler. I'm able to shoot from here. Anyway, really cool game. Check it out. Think about it. No rush. Thank you guys so much for watching. Special shout out to my patrons and members. Everybody who watches and supports the channel. Appreciate it very much. Have a good rest of your day.